Aha. G'day, guys. How are you? Just thought I'd check in to see if StreamYard works on this other computer because I wasn't sure. So, and I saw this article. So I thought I'd show you what happened to this German lawyer. She's a medical German lawyer who criticized the CV protocols, and they've thrown her in jail. Yeah, I know, right? But they're reading. We'll read from her personal manuscript. Okay, so check this out, guys. Hi. So I'm just testing to see if this works. Can you hear me? Okay, everyone. I'm not sure if this works, but if it does, that'll be great because I've got to make sure it works for when we go on live chat with Richard's got the toothache, so he's not very well. We have to pray for him to hope it gets better, Richard, with his toothache. Toothache is the worst, isn't it? It's the worst. Okay, so German lawyer who criticised the lockdown, arrested, taken to a psych ward. What the? I know. A German medical lawyer who criticised the CV lockdown law was arrested and taken to a psychiatric ward where she said she was violently abused by authorities. Now, what happened is I got into, where is it going? Where's it gone? Okay, this one here. And I put on the, it's in German, but I've put on the English subtitles. Hi, guys. Hi, Caramel. Thank you for saying that. And hi, Raf. Great. Thank you so much. Now, this lawyer, right, she actually, check this out. It's a bit like, it's hard to understand, but this is what, from her personal journal, what happened, right, when she went home or something. So, I greet you, worry. I get back. I had yesterday. It's a bit hard to understand. You've got to sort of add your own little bits because I think it says I walked through and then yesterday I would post on my homepage. This is from her homepage, guys, the German lawyer, right? She's saying, I went down to the garage and there was a car in the garage, right? This is when she got home. This is what happens when you question authorities and you question everything. She's a lawyer, proper lawyer, okay? She's a medical lawyer. It took a long time from the front gate and somehow, hang on, what is not so I have to submit in the car behind a car. So she must have two cars. Hid in this car, drove in and stood 10 minutes in the garage in front of mine. So she had a car pull up in a garage, okay? For anyone that's just, let me see, just joined the chat. Hi, Mattman, how are you? Good to see you. This is about the lawyer that got arrested. She's questioning the CV thing. She's a medical lawyer. So a couple of cars pulled up in her garage, okay? And I noticed something wrong, she said. It's not me, okay? And this is when they come and arrested it, ran out and stupidly not into my house. But because my secretary, it's transferred to English from German, so I'm not sure. There's a few words missing, sorry. The car picked up and was there in Votras, or whatever that means. And she didn't come. She just didn't have a clue if I went around the corner. So I don't know what that means either. But it gets better. I didn't dare go back because I thought there are two children and animals standing anyway. And then no one was there. Okay. So she's basically at home and there's a couple of cars there blocking her way. I'd say, if I translate it better. I don't know German. I did it at school, but I didn't learn it. Okay, let's have a look. I have to call the police somehow. They only have 5 minutes. So I think she called the police because there's people there. And then they realized I was making a huge mistake by calling the police. I think she called. There's people there waiting in her driveway, I'd say. It was the biggest I'm the biggest enemy of the state at the moment. And I have to say, please, I happen to them now. I'm not sure what that means. You refuse to boys around 30 around the corner. Oh, I think she's saying, then the police came. I said, let me see. I feel persecuted. And they handcuffed me, right? In the back, they pushed me to the ground in the track. Could be the back of the police car, maybe. Elected massive police force and have me with the, let's see here. She doesn't want handcuffs. And she sat there for 10 minutes. She doesn't want the handcuffs. I don't blame her, really. Let me just see who's in there. Hi, look up. Hey, Mattman. Hi, Arnie. How are you? Similar thing happened to you too, Annie. Wow. Well, this is a German lawyer that did question authorities, the laws, with this CV thing. So they locked her up. She didn't want to put the handcuffs on. Police in the psychiatry, there were 4 police officers. So they took her to the psychiatric ward or police ward or whatever. Well, sorry, but I'm trying to. This is German normally. Plus, I still believe the doctor who came in 10 minutes later. I had to get instructions from the top, wherever, or America, whatever that means. But let me see here. Then I asked them to sit down. Then this one policeman said, let's see here. This is where you sit down. There is a bank. And then there was no bank. Don't get that one either. But basically, they took her, 4 policemen, and they sat her down in a psych ward. So I thought I was completely stupid because he confused to do it. He continued to do it. Okay, so if they're treating like she's stupid, I asked to be released from handcuffs. How am I supposed to have it? I think she said, how am I supposed to write down? I had somehow skillfully worked around police protection. That's her there. Then he asked me to me back on the floor. Asked me back on the floor or pushed on the floor. Pressed and banged my head on the stone floor a meter high. So they actually banged this lady's head on the stone floor. Hi, Daryl. How are you? I get 7 and 7 out of the boat. Oh, I love you guys. Nicola, hey, how are you? We're just testing this out. See if news. Now, let me see here. Let me see if I can give some people I've got to get. Hang on, guys. I've got to see if I can give you guys let me see if this works. Right, live now. I'll mute myself. I'm muted. Okay, great. New pin chat. Got it. Okay, let me see if I can give some people. Annie, let's see if I can give you Oh, I can do it now. I can add a moderator. Yes. You ripper. You, Mattman. I'm going to give you a moderator. Yes, I can do it. This is awesome. Hey, looking wake up. I love it. Daryl. Hey, Daryl. That's good. I'm going to get you a moderator too. All my people here. I can make moderators. Yeah, baby. I know, right? This is so cool. Okay, let's get back to this. She pressed and banged her head against the floor, guys. This is this lady here. She looks about 45 or something. Nobody said anything. Nobody reacted. I still have it to this day, probably the lump on her head. This is the anyone just joining, this is the lawyer that went against the CV thing. They said, have you got a mouth protection? And she said, why would I want mouth protection? Why should I wear it? That's what I'm getting out of this. Then they carried me immediately because I refused to go away. So they carried her, maybe, not sure. I've slowed it down a bit. I still refuse to have handcuffs on. So she refused the handcuffs because she hadn't done nothing wrong, right? Who said, mate, asked why I feel persecuted. So they're making her look like an idiot. And she's a proper lawyer. She's not stupid if she got a law degree, right? They all know me. They know who I am. Well, that's the whole thing, she said. This is from her transcript of her private thing, guys. The world knows who I am. At some point, they handcuffed me, and they said they can't get a lawyer. She can't get a lawyer. I'd say. I can call nobody. I didn't have my cell phone with me because I wanted to. Do not take to Wellsford to my secretary to grill. So which means don't go to my secretary and grill her, I'd say. If it's not also located, then they will have the whole of me. I don't get that one. I wish I was German because the voice is German. Reading all this is also located. Then they will. She spent the night in a psychiatric ward in Guantanamo. Guantanamo. So this, I'll just reiterate. This lady. This lady has been taken away by the Germans, police, because she dared to look up, wake up. I'll make you a mod too. Oh, hang on. I can't do that. Hang on. She questioned the CV laws, okay? So as a lawyer, you cannot question it. What? So they spent a night in the psych. I didn't even know how to set it up since I was lying on the floor. So she didn't know what to do when she was in the psych ward. She was lying on the floor in the psych ward. This is how they treat them. I didn't even know how to say. No toilet, a sink without soap, no towel, nothing else. So just a sink, no toilet? Well, no toilet, guys. No towel and nothing else. This is how they treat their citizens. But I got more in the water. I get the water I want me now. So she got water. Okay, so, that's nice. I didn't complain. I get the water, but that's great too. So she didn't complain. She got water, but no toilet. Don't drink too much water because you might want to go to the toilet. What else she's got here? Then I would be locked, so I couldn't get out. I could ring the bell. So she could ring a bell, drink water, but not go to the toilet. But after the third time, they didn't come anymore. So I would have suffocated. Wow. But they kindly bought me a toilet chair there. I could pebble. Is that pedal? In full, what? She mean, I think she means she could. Is that pedal? Something? In full view of them? Really? Okay. This afternoon they presented me with this morning, and then I wanted to get out. Then, hang on. The nurse pushed me back with violence, so I was really in. Sorry, it's a bit broke. I slowed it up so I could read it. So I was really in high security wing. You were treated like a serious criminal. Now, this lady, guys, as I said before, she was taken to a psych ward because of questioning authority. I know, right? So that's pretty bad. So she was pushed down, high security wing, treated like a serious criminal. This is how it's going, guys. This is how it's going. Until this afternoon, they bought me some breakfast in the morning, which is nice of them. This is from her personal blog. Okay. So I thought I'd bring this to you. Put it on the floor and I said, thank you. Maybe I could, a table and chair? No, they said. You're in isolation, they call it. So no chair, no table, sit on the floor. High security track psychiatry was isolation because I'm such a killer. She's saying that, all she did was question a few rules. I carry the virus in me, which I already had in February, and then I have it. Oh, she got the virus, okay, which I already had in February, and then I have it. Somehow I had little sleep in between. I don't know if she's got the virus. I think she's saying they thought I had the virus. I did not always come back. Then at some point around 12, no idea. I haven't read this yet, so I just thought I'd go through it with you guys. Senior physician who explained to me because I am obliged to wear mouth protection. What the? Really? Hmm. Um, then I couldn't go to the clothes department. I think that's clothes, like wear something, I think. Something like that. More scooter, hot but not isolation. Mean, I said yes. Hard to describe that one. More scooter. Someone read German, guys? Um, and I agreed to 6 weeks in psychiatry. Wow, they put in for 6 weeks, guys. But I said, no, I do not voluntarily stay around, please. Oh, so she did. Oh, it is duty determined by the District Court of Supervision. So they wanted to keep her there for 6 weeks, and she said no. Right? So she's demanding to get justice. I don't have to do this day, even though I do now. So she doesn't want to do it. I've been locked up for almost 20 hours since almost, but you won't believe it. You won't believe I'm coming in. So she'd been locked up for 20 hours, guys, and they want to keep her there for 6 weeks. She said no. She's a lawyer. I really got an upgrade here in prison. I got one. I don't know what that means. I think it means her life is wonderful room. I have a topical. So I got in. Whatever that means. My clothes she slept in her clothes. They could not wash me. That's a crisis for her because she wanted to be clean, I'd say. I upgrade. I now have a nice big room in it. Okay, so they put her in a bigger room with a toilet. That's nice of them. To get a cell phone, but just to get it now. So after all that time, all her rights were taken away, and I was able to take a shower after like 25 hours, I'd say. Wow. So I bought my friends the books, yes, and now I can. So they threw her in the jail with no toilet, in isolation. She's been there 25 hours. People are always with me as the heaviest psychiatric patient. Ooh, whoa. She's in the heavy part. Ugh, that's not good. Let me see. For what serious criminal? She's saying she didn't do anything wrong. That's what she's saying, guys. She didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? So what's the go here? Say my name with the accent of yours. Billy Bird Outdoors. She's in Germany, yes. I'm just reading the chat here. It will only work on regular charters, not moderators. Okay. I've got here someone swears. You just tap the comment. Oh, that you're teaching. Well done, guys. Teach them how to moderate. Yeah, we don't any. Last time me and Richard went live, we had someone come in, right, and they showed. He said, "Take a look at this," and we looked, and I couldn't find it, and I was thinking, "What is it?" Right, and he was showing his penis. I had to block him straight away. Oh, that was so bad. Richard said, "You did that so quick. You chucked him out so quick." Because I couldn't see anyway. He probably had a microscopic one. It was hard to find. So, so we need moderators. Thanks, guys, because we had some flashes on the screen. I know, right? Anyway, this German lawyer. I'll go back to this. Sorry, I do apologise. But she was a serious. She said, "Why am I treated like this? And I'm not a serious criminal." That's basically what I'm getting from this. Only deal with mouth protection, otherwise I could infect the poor sisters. I think if she bit them, she probably might be able to infect them. But they didn't. But at least now I have bake. I have a toilet. That's pretty bad, isn't it? Getting chucked in for 25 hours and no toilet, chucking food on the floor. Could take a shower. There are still a few things missing. I wish I could read German. Now all books have been bought, and now let's wait for the thing from yesterday. So throwing a lawyer into a psych ward is not a good idea. Walk through my gravel end, made easy. So she knows all the laws, right? So she'd be able to get someone to help her, I'd say. Welcome, share this video. I am now be God. I'm now with God. Not, no, she's not dead. I mean, thanks. I say here to the girls, all are super nice. So she's saying basically that she was thrown in. She's allowed to visit. No, they're not allowed to visit her. Oh, wow. I'm somehow safe from the darkest, dearest sister. I'm somehow also safe. So they're put in isolation, so she's not in danger with any of the really bad psychiatric patients, I'd say, because some get really vicious. Tell you all much, much worse than I am in mine. Tell you all it's all much, much worse than I am in mine. So I think she means it's really bad in there. Urgent application written to the Federal Constitutional Court. Got it so gruesome, but now I'm here. And when the 83rd, I'm not sure how they say that. Millions of people in Germany and the 5 billion people on the planet, maybe? The whole world don't check what kind of tyranny in no time. Which means you've got to keep a check on this because it's taking over. Tyranny's taking over, guys. Watch my video before this one. It was built with lies and cheating, and the largest, I think she's talking about CV, guys, clampdown. Largest fearmonger, I think she's saying. The Vienna killer virus on the... is there a Vienna killer virus? I'm not sure. Not a single person. Oh, not a single person has died in Germany. I didn't know that because people are still grasping. Please share this. She's been this. If you just come in, we have a lady, a lawyer. Thank you, Billy. We have a. Is it slippery? Is it? Get a chance. I'll make comments on your Gotham video. Oh, thanks, Daryl. Thanks. I was just testing out this live stream. I'll leave the link for this lady's. I can do it now. I can leave a link. Isn't that strange? It's like being free. I've been 2 years locked up, and they blocked my other channel. They blocked my whole computer, so they can do that stuff now. So they are censoring a lot of people, guys. So I'm one of them. As often as you can greet me, you'll be fine. So basically, she's saying that she's trying to fight this. Looked after, I'm sure. No, wonderful, nice. Would have 3, 4. I have no idea what that means. But I'll leave that link so you can work it out for yourself. If you're German, brilliant, because this is in German, right? 5 nurses who are really nice. I need to know. Even I have. This is from her personal blog, guys. So this is from her personal blog. I've even got a table in there now. Wow. She's got a table. And now she's no longer in 3 churches. Oh, they kicked her out of the church? Really? We're not allowed in the common room like we for patients. So she's not allowed. She's restrictive in where she's doing, what she's doing. But basically, this is from Zero Hedge. I'll show you. I'll leave that link for this. 43 early sick. She's saying what she's basically saying is that how do I do this now? Hang on a minute. Okay, I'll make it smaller. This is from Zero Hedge. I'll leave the link and you can go through it, guys. But this lady basically, German medical lawyer, was criticised for CV lockdown. She criticised it and arrested and gone to the psych ward. So you'll be able to listen to that there. But I was testing out to see if the live chat worked. Live stream slippery. You are doing the right thing, Joe, so they want to get you. Don't say that, though. I'm just saying that we need to spread the word. I think you also need to be vigilant and watch and keep everything with an open mind. I've been criticised by a lot of people who are asleep, and they really, really don't like me. And they're saying that, it's getting to the point where people want people to be locked up if they challenge anything. It's like they're just going with it, going with the flow. And they're saying, oh, yeah, I've talked to people and they say, Oh yes, no, yeah. Oh, those people going outside, they should be locked up. They should be. You know, I saw videos of people clapping for people to be locked up, clapping. They were cheering them on. I mean, come on, guys. And people said to me, "Why don't you download the app? You know, where CV virus or whatever it tracks you." And I said, "Well, how far do you let them in with your freedoms, guys? Where will it stop? We've accepted a lot of stuff. We've accepted this. They'll just creep. It's creeping. It's like when you put a frog in a hot water, they bounce out, right? They jump out. Well, but they're doing this slowly, and the frog sits there and waits and thinks, oh, yeah. And I think all the people that are asleep will say, well, they're happy now to be locked down. They're happy. All the businesses failing. There's suicides. There's domestic violence. There's people losing their jobs, their homes, their lives, their kids, their family. What? There's more damage from locking us up than not. Because I said to someone, why don't they let the 20-year-olds to 50-year-olds go back to work and just it's just mind-boggling, isn't it, guys? That this could take over the world within 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. What the? This is a big what the moment. This is a wake-up moment. God's waking us up now. He's waking us up. A lot of people are turning to God, which is awesome. So I think God's trying to wake the last of his remnants of the church, of his self, of his kids, to wake us up to what's happening, because we'll be in the FEMA camps with them and saying, well, we told you so, but too late, and they'll love it though. They'll say, oh, at least we're here. We've got a little bit of room in the FEMA. We've got a little toilet there. That's great. That's lovely. Empty jails. Well, now what gets me is they're letting out the jail people, and we can't walk around. They're letting out jailbirds, but they won't let us walk around. What? So what is the go there? Look at my video before to see what they're doing in countries to restrict people. Hey, Linny, how are you, girl? Oh no, I just come on to see how. Oh, I can give you a thing up now. Look at this, Lenny. I can give you a. Hang on. Hey, Jojo. Where is Lenny? Where's Lenny? Hang on. Where's Lenny? Lenny. Say something else in the chat, Lenny. I'll give you a. Oh, there she is. There's my Lenny. There she is. She's lovely. Adamara. See, I can give out spanners now. Yes, baby. And Billy likes my accent. He says awesome. A lot of people. Richard's got the best. Richard's got a great voice. Richard. He's got a toothache. Everyone pray for his toothache, because he is got pain everywhere. But they'll go to the FEMA camps. They will go there Daryl. Come on now. They will go there willingly. They will go there willingly. There you go. I know, right? With teens is crazy. They roam free and bored. Look up. Oh dear. Well, domestic violence is skyrocketed. The people lost not let alone that, the food production, the businesses going out of business. It's a complete breakdown of society. But I think that's what they're trying to do, guys. Can Richard get to the dentist? No, you're not allowed to go anywhere now. No, Daryl. You have the doctor's appointment over the phone. Hello. So I don't think they're going to pull a tooth over the phone. But poor Richard, he's sitting there in agony. I got a bug out bag in my close to the service, so we'll get to me. Ex-military. Oh, look up ex-military. Wow, way to go. Way to go. I wish I was married to a military bloke. I'll tell you what. I had one right there. Right there. But everyone pray for Richard. If you've got any ways to stop a toothache, guys, let us know in the chat. Because free food and soda. Oh, that's nice, Billy. Billy Bird Outdoors said they'll be offering free Kool-Aid and soda with all the aspartame and all the all the chemicals, the fluoride in the water. Yay! They'll be so happy to go in the FEMA camp. They might put them. They might say to the people who are asleep. They might put like a trail. Like in when they put a trail and they pick up the bread. What was that nursery rhyme? And they pick up the bread and it leads into the FEMA camp, right? Oregano oil. Oh, I'll tell him. Ginger root and mint leaves for toothache. Okay, I'll tell him. Need to get a trailer. I'm a female, but I'm trained. Oh, wow. Well, I'm not trained for nothing. No, I had 4 kids, so I'm trained for looking after children. Mm-hmm. Now I'd like a big, strong, muscly army bloke there, because they would, if you run out of puff, they could pick you up and chuck you over the shoulders. It can pray the tooth. Oh yeah. Oh really, Lenny? I said we'd pray for him. Cayenne pepper? Really? Oh, wow. All righty, guys. So there you go. I thought I'd come. This does work, my other computer. It was the cheapest way to go. Colloidal silver? Yeah, I don't think he's got any of that. I love colloidal silver. But it's good to have you guys. I'll be back with Richard, but I just thought I'd bring you this lady, poor lady that was thrown in the psychiatric ward because she questioned it. So people are the people I know are saying, they're questioning me, like as in, why won't you do this? Why? So I'm looking like the enemy. I'm looking like we all are looking like the enemy, guys. So that's a bad thing, because it only gets worse from here, right? So look out for April 26th. Stay away from fluoride. That's correct. Hitler put that in the water to quieten down the prisoners. Didn't you know that? But I'm happy to have a wrench here. I know, right? A spatter, a wrench, what, I don't know. Anyway, guys, I love and leave you. I love you so much. You are awesome people. And I'm back. I can actually move. I can actually talk. I can actually make it's you don't know how it feels for me. I was so restrictive on the other computer that they locked me up. You locked me up. Look up said, I have an ovarian cancer coming up in 3 weeks. We'll pray for you. We will pray for you. Look up. Everyone pray for Look Up, Wake Up. Wow. I had breast cancer, and I was in the system, but I had only a little piece cut out. So I kept it all intact, which is good, because I said to the doctor, I said, look, I got good knockers for my age, I said, so can I keep them? And he went, he had to study them for a while. I thought, this guy's a perv, but he studied them for a while, and he goes, yep, we can keep them. Keep one of them. We'll keep two, but it was only in one. So I had 6 months chemo, 6 weeks radiation. All my hair went, and it was very, 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 very. When your hair falls out, it's very, very. That's the worst part, I think, because my hair is but that's been 15 years. Yeah, so there you go. So I know I think he was a perv. Look up. And then the 2 guys come. I'll just tell you another story. 2 guys come to put the little tattoo, because you've got to have the radiation, and they put a piece of cellophane on my boob, and 2 young blokes each side of me, and they said, and they had big black pens, and I go, you 2 play tic-tac-toe, I'm out of here. I said, 2 nice looking blokes, right, young blokes. Right? I said, if you 2 play tic-tac-toe, I'm out of here. But the worst part, right, get this, guys, I was seeing the specialist, the best breast cancer specialist, and what happened, I was so little, they pumped me up with steroids. This was years ago, and I was getting fat, and I'm like, oh dear, you fight to fat, not to get fat, and I was bald, right? So I went in and I said, hey, I'm fat, and he goes, good. He said, good, because it was working, see? And I said, I'm bald. He says, good. And I said, but what? And then I had a hump in between my shoulders. And I said, what's that hump there? And he goes, oh, that's what we call a buffalo hump from the steroids. And I said, so I'm an animal as well. So I was bald, fat, and beast-like. What the? I know, right? Luckily, I've had years to recover from it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I hope you like that story, because that's a true story. You got to make joke of this, because if you don't have a sense of humor, you go nuts. You will go nuts. Okay, guys? Stay with the Lord. pray up, pray for Richard's tooth, and we'll pray for you guys. I love you so much, and thank you. We'll get me and Richard will be on soon, and take it easy. So look up, wake up. I wish God will be with you in your operation. We'll send some angels and pray for you, and you'll get better, girl. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, God's got this. God's got this. That's what I used to say. Alrighty, guys. So take care. God bless. Stay safe. And I must admit, Daryl, I have got intact everything. They're looking good, right? Don't think they're all yucky because they're good. All right. See you guys. Love yous. Mwah. Bye. God bless everyone in the chat. That's right. We love you. Stay vigilant and stay prayed up. Bye, guys.